No way I'm on the right side. Dude, I have a pointy head today. I look like Mac from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Y'all ever watch that cartoon? Dude, that was a great one. I always thought Blue was an asshole. I never liked him. My hair looks red. It does. I don't know why it looks so red. It's really dark brown. It's not red at all. It really does get kind of a copper to it, doesn't it? I have a lot of yellow light in the room. That's probably why. Makes everything look a little bit more yellow. Okay. Listen, we're doing the thing. We've got to do our daily. We get to do our daily. I'm excited for more poetics because it's going to be more Ironworks gear. Hey Panda, good to see you. We've got other stuff we need to get to today. More MSQ, which is probably going to be the grind I'm on for now. Oh, dude, there's a Rion looking like a statue. Nice. Okay, Gubu, you've been a good boy. It's time to replace you with Rudy. Never Rudy. Fucking feels bad, man. Okay, come here. Come on. Get on up. There we go. Perfect. Just wants to be taller. That's all. He just likes being tall, chat. Okay. Now this is he pivots no matter what direction. He's always facing the direction of the camera. No matter what I do. Nice. Well, that's cool. Okay. So we've got that. Let's see. Let me think about really what we want to do tonight. Moving on is good. We've got... Oh, I just need to go accept that quest. There are some other quests that I need to do. Hold on. Rion's not in the chat. Okay. I was going to ask Rion, which she can just do in chat, but I was thinking the strategy for how we want to do the 8-mans is going to be basically let's set a raid night or a particular stream night that we all want to be on so that we can do the raid together. Like, let's just set a community raid night. Even better if he stood on my head and, like, yeah, held on to the ears. That'd be great for the meerkat. There we go. Do perch minions will do that on Lalafell heads? Oh, dude, I've got to see it. Orga's going to have to demonstrate for us. But I think just having a designated, we just plan out a raid night that we have as many people online that night as possible, and we know that night is for doing the raid, the 8-man together. Or eventually the whole alliance of 24, we get as many of the community members in there as we can. And we simply roll for party A, party B, where party B is going to be, you know, party B is going to be kind of split up with some randoms in it, but we'll have like tops in and all the bottoms going to party B to service out the randoms. You know, we'll have that option. Okay, so we're going to probably go ahead and do our thing first. So there we go. Gonna go ahead and invite. So if anybody wants to come and join us for the thing, hop on over. We're at Vesper Bay, of course. Rion's in the voice chat. What? I don't see the overlay. Maybe the overlay is borked. Oh, my Discord's not even open. That's why. I'm almost out of my fight. Yeah, no rush. No rush. Hey, Rapik. We just got off the boat to Vesper Bay. Yes, you did, sneaky boy. Anybody who wants in, even if you're not physically here, I'm not going to go with like the first people that get here. If you want in, just let me know and we'll wait around for you if you're like on your way. Don't worry, we're not going to run off without you. Okay, let me pop into the thing. There we go. Hello.
Hello.
All right, so Fern wants to come. Let's see, Snick is here, and we have a cat boy. So if anybody else wants to be in the run-in to join us, let me know. So yeah, I think we just organize a raid night. You know, whatever night that's going to be. Category is good. I'll be online shortly. Okay, we'll wait for Panda, and then we can roll. Perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna do pretty much every day, and I think at the start of stream we're probably gonna run our MSQ.
Yeah, maybe we can set up a poll or something to figure out what days people would be free and go with the one that has the most responses, I guess.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking that we could default to a Saturday night because it's gonna be the weekend. I'll see you more often when data center travel happens. Nice, Zen. Good, Mr. Zeri Zen. That'll be good. Yeah, we'll be able to get more community members involved, which would be nice. But I do think that we just organize a night, even if it is only for 8 people. And if we have more than 8 people, then we'll do, we could do multiple runs. I don't see any reason that we couldn't try and do multiple runs. Where the people that didn't get in, same as we've done before with the 4-mans, the people that didn't get in are automatically in and don't have to roll. And then everyone else rolls to fill the other spots. That's true, Cat. Yeah, Cat's only available Sunday and Monday. Sunday is kind of the big stream night. Sunday nights. And it's not like we're going late. I mean, we're starting at, you know, 6-ish. 6-ish. So it's not like a weekday would be off the table. So it wouldn't have to be Saturday. It's not like we're going late with these things. So yeah, it could just be another day, but we'll just put up a poll. I think Rion's right. We'll just put up a poll and see who wants to jump on it. What day? That'll be good. And then we'll just know. We'll do overlap. We could end up with 2 nights if we see there's a division of like 4 people are Monday. If the different 4 people are Wednesday, then maybe we'll not Wednesday, but you know, Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday are the worst for Rion. It's looking like a Sunday. I think Rion needs to be there for sure. Rion is sort of the raid coordinator. I think more than anything, it's just trying to get as many people who want to be involved as possible. You know, making sure everyone has their opportunity to join in on the fun. I need these things to go away. Duty support.
We're also going to have to coordinate who's on what classes.
Yeah, that's true. We may make a Google form, and then everyone can select their roles. And then we just try and, like, you know, crazy man board them all together. Weeknights are great for Raphic. Okay. We may end up having 2 raid nights. We'll have raid night A, raid B.
As long as we have 2 tanks and 2 healers, it'll be fine.
Okay. Cool. So probably just check, can you do heal or can you do tank? And then everyone else is like assumed you can DPS. Hey Alatar, how you doing, dude?
Possibly like a rank system. I would prefer to be a healer, but I can also do this other thing.
So rank choice between the 3 roles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Fern is the main tank and main healer. She gets to do both. She gets to multi-box. There we go. You thought I gave up? Nope. What I did was took a hiatus to focus on a different career path and doing stream as a side gig as opposed to my main thing. Still going for partner, though. Finally wrapping up school. Nice, Alatar. Running dungeons with NPC allies. That's what that duty support is. Ah, got it. Great for learning stuff. I feel like with people that we have available, we wouldn't need to do that. Panda said that he was on the way, so we're going to let Panda get here, and then we'll roll. Wow, Fern, what a bitch. He pets you and you fucking slap him? Oh, okay, never mind. She made up for it. You see that bicep? Hold on. Sneck, what a good boy, just continues. Just giving more pipettes. Oh no, I think it's my turn. Holy, look at that bicep, dude. She's strong. I mean, there's a whole ass line there. Holy fuck, you can see the definition of her muscle. God damn. She could crush a man. Yeah, man, nice. Yeah, I think I may, when I'm learning tank, I'll probably run with NPCs. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I do think the idea of probably having 2 raid nights, raid night A, raid night B, because we're not going to have overlap with everybody, but I don't think that we should... I don't know. It's a priority to me to have Cat in. So if we have to make a second day to accommodate for that, I think it'd be good. A weekend crew and a weekday crew I don't think that's a problem. That anyone else who can overlap between the two, sure. It's not like you can only be one. The rank choice makes a lot of sense for letting us know kind of where we want to assign people, and potentially, like, you know, if it works out, we could say, hey, you're gonna tank on raid night A, but you'll be healer in rank, you know, on B, since that was your second choice. Yeah. And then just having everyone like up to level. That's the big thing. Making sure that you're ready for your role, whatever class you've got there. You'll be in the overlap crew. Nice, Umbreon. That'll be good. Yeah, we don't know yet. We may, I think we'll set up the form and just have the community members fill it out, put it into the Final Fantasy chat, which Rian is kind of helping me on organizing the Final Fantasy stuff in general. And since I don't read the Final Fantasy chat because I'm afraid of spoilers, that lets you guys talk about spoilers, but I don't want to be there. Yeah. Learn tank by running with friends. You think so, Snake? I think so too. I just feel like I would go very slow. I would want to go very slow on my own pace, and I feel like I would hold up. I would hold people up, you know? Not that they're speed running and I'm not going to go fast enough for them, but that I really will just be like a pack at a time, and then it's going to be very slow, you know? Yeah, and I appreciate you guys that are spoiler tagging stuff, but I just think it's easier and probably safer for me to just not be in the chat at all. So Rian, who does not need spoiler tags for anything, is sort of my liaison in that way. Everyone might die if you do tank Rappic. That's okay, dude. Everyone might die if I play. So it's kind of rough. What I'd like to do, hey, there's Panda. There we go. What I'd like to do is just set up, get these things set up where you guys get into the habit of potentially playing without me. I really do want to see that in the community in general, is that I don't have to be there for you guys to want to play together. I'm hoping to set up a Final Fantasy community within the overall stream community, if that makes sense, where you guys are playing together and being like, hey, I'm going to run some dungeons tonight. Does anybody want to come join me? Or, hey, I'm online. Come hang out. You know, that sort of thing. And it doesn't have to be just when stream is live. I really do want to set up that, encourage you guys to do that. So I think the best way to do it is to set up the actual organization. Shout out to Spicy Nugget. What a great thing. There we go. See, I've not run tank once. I feel like the job is fairly simple. You just have to aggro everything. You know, and then hope that you're forehead. Just tank everything, you know, forehead. It's that simple. And then hope that your healer likes you enough to keep you alive. Okay, so we're gonna need to roll. I don't think anyone else is on their way, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna say bottoms in, so the highest roll out. Go ahead and roll for that. I'm gonna do. How do you roll again? I want to roll just for funsies.
/random.
Oh boy. Oh no, Snick. What is this? Iron Coral Fist Doll. Oh, a minion. Nice, dude. I think Snick is out. Yeah, Snick is the top here. Too many bottoms in this party, but yeah, Snicky Boy's out. Okay, we'll run. Snake, if you still want to run, we could probably run a second one, but I think we only get the Poetics once, right? Is that it? Take a look at MSQ. So, can we run the MSQ scenario multiple times to get multiple Poetics, or do we just get the one per day?
The reward you get once. I think you might amass more when you kill bosses, but someone's gonna have to check me on that.
Okay. All right, Psych, I just wanted to make sure if you wanted to play more, you were able to, you know? All right. Looks like we're organized. I'm going to go ahead and call the ready check. Let's see. Ooh, is that a Fern tank? Nice. Panda DPS. Reaper. Nice, dude. Just happy to be here. I am too, Snick. I'm glad, dude. There we Panda changing over to Dragoon. Ooh. Nice. Okay, well, off we go. What? Is Panda too small? Someone doesn't meet the requirement for the MSQ.
43's too small. You have to be 50.
There we go. Okay, back to Reaper. Okie dokie, going as Bard. We're going to try this again. Hopefully we get Castrum. I'm going to try Castrum again. We'll see what we get, though. Probably won't get Castrum as a result of wanting Castrum. Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. We got us some Castrum. I wanted to try this again because we had done it, yesterday, and I felt fairly good about it, but I wanted to, see again if we could do even better. Having, back-to-back practice is better than having to alternate. Okie dokie. Fern's running in casual gear. She looks too comfy. She looks like she's gonna go camping. Sorry, fucking Peloton. Oops. Well, okay, we got it right in the end. This is our warm-up, dude. This is our warm-up, so don't worry about it. Wow, look at that damage, dude. Nice. Are we gonna do... we might as well. We might as well pop this early. I've seen no reason not to. Changing target because I want to find a guy with higher HP so that it doesn't stop me from casting when they die. There we go. Peloton? I've done it. I've done it. We got there, man. Yeah, these are some big pulls. Nice. I think I've aggroed some things. That's okay. It's fine. It's because I'm... Oh, Jesus. Get out of the AoE, you idiot. There we go. And now we just sit on this until they're all dead. Some guy with more HP needs to be the target. There we go. There we go. Look at these guys dying so fast. There we go. Nice. Peloton? There we go. Now I'm trying to train myself, dude. It ain't easy. Okay, I think I need to save my... Okay, I think I know what I need to do. I need to use the mage song at the very beginning. Oh. I need to use the mage song at the very beginning. I mean, like, right as we're engaging the first pack. So that it's up a little bit sooner. So that we have it at the beginning of this fight. I think that's the ideal here. It's still going to be another 20 seconds before I have it all available. Yeah. God damn, he's targeting me today. He's really going after me today, huh? That's okay. Ah, okay. So we could just specifically... Oops, I mean fucking Peloton. Listen, if you're going to do it right, right? All right, let's get our dots back up. Let's dot both of these guys as well. We have our mage song, but I don't know that we need it. Yeah, we need it. Okay. I've dotted him. I don't feel like I need to go anything else. I think this is enough if we just go for these two. Yeah, I think just hit this, and I think we'll be all right.
I'm pretty sure the line you keep seeing hitting you in the face that you think is aggro is just me giving you buffs.
You know, it might be. No, I mean it's not even the line. I'm seeing AoEs on me.
I could be AoEing you. You never know.
Bitch, I have no clue. You're right. There we go. There we go. Nice. Is that me again? This fucker. This absolute fucker. Once again attacking the good boy. Why would you do that? Oh, my dots are down. Damn it, dude. There we go. We got no songs up. Jeez, let me look at this. Let me look at that. Come on. This dude's got a fucking hard on for me.
That's what you get for not wearing pants.
I suppose so. I am drawing a lot of aggro. Wait, Peloton. I don't care if we used it for half a second. I'm fucking using it. I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest, man. This section always feels different to me. Every time I come here, I'm like, wait, this is new. It's not at all. It's the same shit every time. Oh, we're going for another big pull. Nice. Let's do it, dude. I'm ready. I didn't mean to. Let me get the big guy. Hold on. There we go. I think that should be fine. Now we just do single target. I took damage. What hit me? There we go. Do all the hands? I'm telling you, man. I'm the one drawing aggro on all this shit. Let me get dots on the big guys. Let me run over to the tank so this guy will get off my ass. There we go. Get dots on these two. I don't think I got out of that time. Oh, I did. There we go. Should be able to take these guys out. The other Vanguard is going to have a lot less HP than this one. Yeah, the other Vanguard's getting targeted by the look of it. We're just doing AoE. Hitting 3 is fine. That's all that there are. I think I was not hitting another one there. There we go. Now let's get the claw down. Sorry, I'm targeting fucking Panda. Kill Panda. Not going to have any songs for 20 seconds here. There's certainly probably a timing to all of this, you know, that you're going to want to have. Am I even doing that? Let's do dots first. 10 seconds and we'll have our song up. We just keep our dots up.
Trying to hit Panda, I keep trying to DPS her.
Wait, hold on. Oh, geez, I went the wrong way. All right. I didn't do that much damage, to be fair. Let's see, 4 didn't count. We didn't weave it quite right. You can't quite queue them up, can you? So we just hit like 1 and 3 constantly until we see 2 come up. Should be fine here. I have the button this time, but I'm not going to use it because I think we use it at the very end, right? Oh, fucking dots. Barely out of that cone. I'll take it, though. What a cool attack. I'm just going to sit over here. No, being near the middle is better. Especially near the party. You need to stay near the party. There we go. So now we do all 3 for this. He didn't have much HP left. This should be able to give us a lot of damage. I'm going to get over closer to Panda here. I think right over here is best. Just trying to position myself so I'm near everybody if possible, so I'm boosting all their DPS. I think that's the idea. There we go. Dots are down, but I don't think it's going to last long enough to really be worth it. We just zerg him down. There we go. Perfect. Peloton. We've done it, dude. Perfect. There should be a, is it not a, in the form option. Is there not a ranked choice option? There should be. Okay, let's see. Dots on each of the boys. Okay. We'll go ahead and use our song, 2 and 4. And then we'll hit AoE. Trying to get all 3 if we can. Yeah, we want to hear the... We want to hear it hit 3 times. Let's select another guy with a little bit more HP. Now we're going to go single target since there are only 2 left. Trying to follow the rules I've been taught. There we go. So we can make the form. I'm a lot, I think, more familiar with how to make those forms. We've done rank choice before on other things, so I think I can set it up. But it's really nice that you're trying to. There we go. All right, Sid, let's go. I'm gonna have only one of my songs up right now. Peloton! Damn it, dude. I'm trying my best. I wonder if the benchmark is to beat Sid here. I don't know if you can. There we go. There we go, nice. I really like this section. This section feels so nice. An attempt was made, dude. I'll give you a gold star for that. Wait, hold on. There we go. I'm waiting on a control, a 2 for AoE, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
A corn sticker for his efforts.
Hey, hold the fucking phone. No corn. Banned. There we go. This guy's got a hard on for me, I swear to God. Get away. There we go. We won't quite have to clip off the end of this song. And I think we're going to save it because the final fight is right in there. I think we're going to save our Mage's Ballad. We definitely don't need it. Why am I doing... I need to do single target here. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to save the ballad. Has he got dots on him still? He does. I don't think it's going to be worth resetting. But fuck off, dude. Get the hell off me. There we go. His dots didn't even run out there. Dots didn't even run out on him. Nice. Chat's pouting because I won't give him the corn. I was about to ask if goats eat corn, but goats eat everything. Goats will eat your sweater if you give it to them. Goats are like garbage disposals, man. There's not even a corn emoji. How is there not a corn emoji? I can't wait for him to go, bitch. It's my favorite fucking thing. It's so good. Corn has been censored. Yes, it has. Thank God. We have to protect the youth. Nice, Snake. Will I eat your boyfriend's ass? Yes. Of course. Implying I haven't already? Hello? Of course I will. Oh, come on now. Livia, you're about to be daddy-a. I don't want my hair to get long enough that I need hair ties, but I am definitely still growing it out. The thing is, I had an undercut for almost a year, so my sides are so much shorter than the top, which I kind of like, but I also think it's going to look weird as it gets longer, so I'm probably going to, like, I don't know how it's going to work out. My hair is so fine as well that, I don't know, long hair is probably going to look awful on me. I don't know, dude. We're going to try it, though. We're going to see what happens. Real hair is so much less pretty than anime hair, right? Like, bitch. Every time it's... That's his battle cry. It's just, all right, bitch, let's get this over with. You know? I feel like long hair, long, fine hair ends up just looking really bad. You've got to have some wave to it or some kind of body to it for it to end up looking good. Okay. All right, and we're in. We're ready to go. We got all of our things up. Now I'm just going to try and avoid dots, man, or try to avoid the AoEs. Let's see what happens. This one I know how to do pretty easily. This one, and you move in. She's trying to punch the shit out of Fern, but it ain't going to work. Fern's too wiggly. There we go. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut it short again. I don't know, man. Cut it short, let it all grow out together, but I have to start over. I've been growing it out for over a year now. It's a lot longer than it looks. This shit. This is the one that I don't get. Oh, Jesus. Let me go here. Then we go here. I trust Fern. If Fern's... Yeah, okay, I see now. Seems much better. She's got her dots gone. Put her dots back on. We're also out of that. Let's get our other song back up. There we go. I accidentally used my 1 again. I meant to use my 2. Okay. She's doing all right, man. That was her 75% HP attack right there. I'm pretty sure that always triggers at 75 HP. I don't know if she's going to do another one at 50. See your dots. 20 seconds on those. 30 seconds on Mage's Ballad. We're doing it right there. Oh. I think I'm getting whacked by both of them, but that's okay. Let me get over here. Get close. About to have Mage's Ballad up again. Once we get the second form of the button, we're going to go ahead and pop it. I think I'll be the one to do it. She needs dots again. Get these dots before we have to start moving. Yeah, center's going to be best here. There we go. Now we're good here. I'm not worried about this at all. We're about to hit the thing, and I know I'll be ready for it. Okay, 2, 4. Get our big damage boost, and we're probably going to be able to use it with the... I'm probably going to get ready to move here, actually. Nice, dude. That looked all right. That looked like some damage. There we go. She's going to be down here. Yeah, there we go. Nice, dude. I felt very successful. Good run, everybody. GG, friends.
GG.
All right, good job, man. That felt successful. Would you... Okay. How was my performance that time? I say I'm doing better. I'd say I do better for sure. Slowly but surely. I'm able to pay attention.
Clap, clap, accolades. Gold star. Corn.
No! Not the corn! Damn it, dude. I'm hoping for like just an A- so I don't get the fucking corn. Thank you, Leon. Do I like your chainsaw scythe? Yes, I do. I thought your chainsaw scythe was really fucking cool.
For the actual final boss fight, you and Panda were pretty much right on top of each other. Like, there's very little variation in damage between the two of you.
Nice. Good job, Panda. All right, good job, dude. All right, we did it. Snaky boy. Ah, I see. Legos. All right, perfect. All right, well, I suppose it's MSQ time. Thanks for joining me, friends. Oops. Yes, I know you don't have to tell me every time I open this. All right, now you four go off and do some dungeons together. Yeah. Oh, Warren's so cute. All right, I'm off to MSQ. There we go. Hello, Tataru. There we go. All right, good job, everybody. That was a solid run, I think. I feel good about Castrum. I feel like I get Castrum. I feel like I understand the fight very well. I kind of want to go for what was the other one now? I don't remember what it was. What it's called, I don't remember. Cooking sherry. No thanks. We'll take the bronze piece because this is, a dex ring, but it's only plus 10. I've got better rings by far. If I don't want MSQ, there's always silly story time. There is silly story time. I think MSQ, though, let's go ahead and get some of this stuff going because I know it's going to be a bit of a slog. So I want to get through it. So I'll there will be a point where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with MSQ. Let's do something a little bit more engaging. And at that point, you know, we'll poke Rion for side content, wacky shit, and so on. You know, whatever we happen to have. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh. Pray, attend to Alphanod. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphanod awaits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. I think we got to. I mean, it makes a lot of sense that we have to move. We'll still have relationships with these people, just be a little bit more distant. They'll understand our reasoning. It's not like they won't. Come on now. It's not that hard of a decision. I think the sassy child is correct. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Oh, God. It's Philamen. It could be Philamen. You know, any number of pronunciations on the vowels. God help me. It's probably Philamen. Because the apostrophe makes that its own syllable. Yeah. Philamen was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain, oh god, Charlayan minstrel. As you can imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. It's true, though. If you don't see the body in anything anime, then absolutely, absolutely, there's a good chance that that person's still alive. So if you don't recover a body, then even sometimes when you do recover a body, if you can't identify them, if like the face is so fucked up they were unrecognizable, you know, they're still alive. You just have to know those things. So I can understand the speculation. It's not in small part based on some truth. There we go.
My dick.
No, my dick you can identify and is very much still alive. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philamen's absence... Philamen. That's what it is, Philamen. It could be Philamine. I think Philamine would be it would sound nicer. If I were to make the pronunciation, it would be Philamine. But probably not. It's Philamen. Phil. Phil's absence stretched for months into years. She saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors once again began to circulate that Philamen, Phil, is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliad, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late in the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. Of course she would be there fucking pimping out and enjoying herself. Enjoy your trial, Fern. Good luck. You've always heard it the second way I said it, Philamine. I would pronounce it Philamine, but the H before the A would either be an A or an A. So Philamen or Philamine is probably it. The double N would suggest that it is an E sound, but it can be I. So Philamen. It just depends. There's no accent mark over the I that would put the emphasis there, because that's what those accent marks are there for, is to tell you. You see them in Spanish a lot. Is to tell you which syllable is the emphasized one. There isn't one in that name as it's spelled to give you a hint. That doesn't mean that it can't be emphasized. It's just that it would depend on the root language conventions, which I don't know what the root language is. It's not based in real. And if it is, it's only a reference to, you know? You believe at some point they say it in game. So do we know, like, officially what it is? I think it's Philamine, because it's a nicer name than Philamen. Philamen sounds like a dumb fucking name. I'm pretty sure it's Philamine. I'm gonna say it's Philamine. Yeah, I'm gonna say Philamine. Until I see it again and my brain fucking short circuits and I've got no idea what I'm looking at anymore. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart may be assuaged. I hate that word. I mean to set forth for Lunasia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gigaruju, as the veracity of these rumors. Imagine being the child that gets to roleplay the richest man in Eorzea. That kid's the smart one. Everyone's waiting on him hand and foot. They just let him pretend he owns Costa del Sol. Just so he can live and have fun. Be king all day, every day. It's a good fucking deal, dude. All right, Costa del Sol. Let's teleport on over. They even gave him his own Aetherite. You can't get one at Vesper Bay, but you can get one there at Costa del Sol, so that rich little asshole can have what he wants. Like, now that I understand the politics of the Aetherite, my god. Rich little bitch. This whole thing only exists for one dude. And he's just role-playing. Like, this makes the headcanon feel even better, because if he is just a child role-playing, you know, so everyone's going with it. They are. It's great. You got actual adults being paid to wait on Gigareju, who's got like a glue-on mustache. And it's just pretending to be a little asshole. Lalafell King life. Yeah, I know, dude. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's bane. I mean, Mico, what are you doing? What brings you to my humble resort? Philamine, you mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt upon me at so Wait. Who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Egads, man, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame to think that she now plies her trade at the riffraff for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say. A tragedy. West it is. Thank you, Master Gigaruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I should begin my search at the docks to see if any witness might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel to Wineport and do the same. Back to Wineport. Yeah, casually just mentioning he's going to kidnap her. Yeah, I don't know about that. Gigaruju, listen, he doesn't know. He's just role-playing. He doesn't know. All right, let's do this. Meerkat is definitely in tow. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a while. We've been like maining the Chocobo for quite a bit. All right, off to Wineport and see what we can find out there. It's on the other side, but I think we're going to take the ferry and then run north. Can we just teleport over there? There is an Aetherite. Okay, I'm just going to teleport over there. I can fly now. We're flying. Oh, look at him. I forgot I could fly. Not used to the nice things that we have at all. Can I fly all the way over here? Holy shit. How does he look when we're flying? Oh, he loves the flying part. Flying is easy. I weigh nothing. Just don't drop me, forehead, please. Oh my god, I can't believe... I forgot I could fly. Oh, he's having a great time. He loves flying. Hates running. Okay, listen, he is such a spirit animal. What a precious boy. Best mount in the game by far. By far. Like, not even contested. You're never going to find a better mount than this. I'm sorry. The Fat Chocobo, not even close. Fat Cat, not even close. On his head. I know, he lifts you up on his head. He doesn't even, like, he just gets to fly and he doesn't even have to carry you very much. So good. Jungbar. Huh? You want to know if I've seen a Mikote lass by the name of Philamine? I wish. I've never seen a lass of any description far too bloody long. Aw, poor guy. Sucks to be poor, asshole. You should become an adventurer. There's a shitload of money. Yeah, phone call. I love that one too. The Magitech Claw is one that I want to get because it looks like you're being carried in timeout. Like you're not allowed to do what you want to do. You're being carried by this thing just lifted and suspended like you're in jail. Yeah. Well, I guess this is my life now. We call it the timeout hand. And I absolutely want it. Which reminds me, next time I'm in Gridania, you can't let me forget to go and get it. Because I think I have enough achievement points to be able to pick it up. I got the Behemoth because I thought it would be cool, but it was kind of lame. The Behemoth just feels too clunky. I do like that I sit upon my mighty throne though while while I'm riding him, which is always the case. All right. Well, if it isn't Mico, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a malm away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Oh. It's time for the sad boy again. I was hoping we'd get to talk to him. Shamane Lomani. It's time. He's not actually blind, he's just role-playing. I see you've had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Mico. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago? One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Okay, goodbye. Off we go. Back into another fucking wild goose chase. There we go. Behemoth Mount is normally used by Stream Griever as well. Why? Because he's so big? Block up the screen? I haven't seen any Stream Griefers. I'm too small for that, thankfully. Here we go. Did he say I see or did I say that? That's the irony. Dude, just being able to fly is so nice. It's so good. Oh, Philomene. Oh, giant Gubu. Okay, that's fine. Let me, listen, I don't think you're ready for this shit. No, I'll take your AoE. I don't even fucking care, dude. Yeah, I'm not even bothered. Wait, maybe I should be bothered. I hit the wrong button. God damn it. Alright, whatever. I guess we're using that song. Never mind, I'm a bit inebriated. We're okay. Random Gubu. He had no HP. That guy died so fast. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I... Bitch, are you Philomene? Philomene? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? Sassy child entrance. It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Ulda, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Acilia, is looking for you. Acilia? You are the very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best of intentions, child. You would be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lanasia aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I travel all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does it satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue the conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say. Yeah, I'm going to get spoiled by having flying in these zones and then get to new zones where I don't have the flying anymore and then no longer be spoiled. Oh, the takeoff animation's so nice, you know? Jump into takeoff. It's a very smooth animation. The team did a great job with that. It's so nice just being able to get up and see your destination in the distance. I mean, everything looks a little bit smaller, you know, once you're in the air, which is how it works. But it also, you get some of the greatest views. You get an actual skyline. You get to see some of these other features that normally you only ever get to see from the ground. Seeing them from the air just feels so different. There we go. I don't know how the hell you got over fast. You probably just teleported, little cheaty little bitch. There we go. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Give me the bronze piece. I'll take the cash, please. Thanks. Oh, well, they give us a nice little preview of what's to come. All things in time, eh? Getting fly in future expansions is pretty easy in comparison, thank goodness. Oh, good, I'm glad. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I've kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off for the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. So clearly this character is going to be important. Let's talk about parents in JRPGs. They usually serve only as, well, to get iceboxed. And this is, I don't know if that's the exact term. I can never remember the exact term, but there's a term for characters that get thrown in the refrigerator in a reference to an old comic, I think a Batman comic or a Spider-Man comic or something, or one of the protagonist's beloved associates, I think girlfriend, is kind of murdered for the sole purpose of pissing off the protagonist. This is very often the case for parental figures in JRPGs, as we all are very familiar with. The parent only exists there in the writing in order to give a little bit of guidance, set up some foreshadowing, and then get killed as part of an inciting action to get the protagonist pissed off enough to actually go on their adventure. They're usually killed when the village gets raided. You know, in Ghost of Tsushima, we saw that coming. We knew it was going to happen, and it did. Of course, they're following that trope of the parent dies as part of the inciting action. In order to send off a revenge arc or be part of the revenge arc, or at least to get them going, and from there they find out their own motives for wanting to beat the bad guy. Introducing a parent that right now has no affiliation with the actual main objective, which is apparently the calamity is due to happen again after only 5 years. This is kind of a problem. When the parent was around at the time, she could be someone who has information about the calamity. There could be the reason that, you know, there's a mystery around the reason that she chose to fake her death to get out of society or become someone else, or simply just to go into hiding. It's never going to be as simple as, well, I was just tired of being who I was and I didn't want to be famous anymore. It's never going to be that simple. There has to be some tie-in to the main idea, right? There has to be some tie-in to the main idea. So somehow they're doing a big effort here. They've introduced this character who's never been talked about until now, hasn't been relevant until now. So there's no reason to talk about her, though. The way that the thing is developed is usually each expansion is going to be self-contained. No, don't fucking meow at me, bitch. Every expansion's going to be self-contained. So there's no real reason for there to be foreshadowing in expansion A that foreshadows things to happen in expansion B. This whole middling expansion here between 2.0 and I'm guessing 3.0, or between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, is meant to give us the bridge. It's the transition piece between the two otherwise completely isolated stories. So we're going to have to go through this exposition phase of introducing the characters that are going to be relevant. And so you have to ask yourself, well, how is this character going to be relevant? If they don't immediately appear relevant, it's because what they have to offer that makes them relevant in the future it hasn't been revealed yet. So obviously there has to be more to this character than what we know. She's clearly savvy in the form of politics. She's clearly intelligent. She was able to do some sparring, rhetorical sparring with Sassy Child, who so far has been a rhetorical savant. And that he's always knows exactly what to say. He's probably the best spoken scion out of the group, where Urianger would be on the very bottom, who never speaks. Is very eloquent, but never speaks. So he probably would be very well spoken himself, but, you know, the joke just being that he doesn't talk. But for her, she was able to spar with him and actually beat him rhetorically. So that gives her a little bit of credit that she is also highly intelligent, and it also suggests that she's a bit worldly, where she probably knows a lot more than she's letting on. She's not merely a songstress. Part of the reason that I developed the roleplay atmosphere of my character to be, and you know, became an adventurer after being a bard and dancer and odd job kind of guy, is because it's a little bit of what an adventurer does, just more professionally. It's like someone who does streaming on the side versus somebody who does it as a profession. There's a difference between those two things. There's a difference in how those two things are handled, how they're approached, the amount of success you can expect to get from one or the other. There is a subtle difference between the two, even if they look on the surface very much the same. And there's no difference between the roleplay atmosphere of the character that was just sort of a rambling man now turns into adventurer by trade, and just happens to be a super duper special young lad. You know, there's a difference between her going off and being a bard, and then whatever she has turned into in the meantime. She's changed her profession. But there's a value in being somebody who's a sort of jack of all trades, or is kind of a traveling whatever the hell. Because when you do that, you do develop a sense of worldliness, that you have seen a lot of shit. You've seen a lot of things. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you've seen a lot of dangerous stuff. It's just that you've been around. You've seen a lot of different types of people. You've seen a lot of different types of places. That gives you a good breadth of wisdom. So these characters that are travelers by nature tend to be the ones that are going to have a lot of wisdom to them and are going to have a lot of information. So I imagine that's going to be her value to the story. But I'm calling it now. She has to die, because there's going to be a point at which she's no longer valid anymore to the story. And whenever a character has run out of their narrative value, they get put out to pasture, which is a character that usually after that point will only ever have flavor dialogue and reaction to what's happening. They'll never have an actionable point or purpose at that point. They won't have an actionable part in the story. They will not move they will not be protagonistic in any way. They will not move the story forward anymore, but they'll still potentially be around. In a lot of cases, in enclosed stories where you have a clear A and B endpoint, those characters usually are not just put out to pasture, they're killed, because we don't want to give them screen time once they have run out of that narrative usefulness. In a game like this, where it's very easy to put a character out into pasture, where we're going to write a little bit of flavor text in reaction to what's happening, and otherwise just put them in the storeroom, which is the pasture here, you know, the room that's off to the left here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is sort of the pasture for main characters that are no longer useful anymore. There are still the useful ones in there, but if you're not useful anymore, you're probably going to get put in here if you're not killed. There is a lot of value in killing a character because of the pissing off the protagonist by killing a character trope. Having a character you like get killed means that you can no longer enjoy their company anymore, but it also means that you now have something that you're fighting to avenge, which sometimes is necessary. I would not be surprised to see them fully commit to the trope of parent dies in order to spur on the protagonist, or in this case, Minfilia. I wouldn't be surprised to see... There's also a trope with someone who fakes their death ultimately dying for real in the end, where the world will never know that she was alive this whole time, but then she dies for real, and then, you know, we're having to mourn her anew, afresh, but everyone else has already, like, kind of moved on. Or we can put it to rest by finding her body, you know. There's a bit of foreshadowing going on here that the world already thinks she's dead. Why do that? You have to ask yourself, why do that? What are we setting up when we do that? Because it's not, you know, in every bit of writing, and this is what I teach my students, in every bit of writing, you have to treat everything as it has a purpose, because you have to think about the writer sitting down and writing the story. Why would they go out of their way to write something into the story? That takes effort. That takes planning. There are consequences to doing that. You have to think about the consequences of every decision and think about, okay, well, there was clearly a choice made to do this. Why? in good writing, everything has a purpose and everything has a reason and everything was thoughtfully put in. If you see some of the best writers are wrestling with their work, they'll write a manuscript and it'll be shit, and then they'll go and redo it. They'll rewrite it potentially dozens, hundreds of times in some cases, as they're looking at little pieces going, this doesn't make sense. This isn't really relevant. This doesn't have the potency that I thought it would. You know, this part over here doesn't have enough foreshadowing. We've got to build in a scene that gives us the foreshadowing. Well, now the foreshadowing is a little bit too on the nose, so now we've got to sort of mask it with this other scene. We've got to have a subplot here now that's going to make this whole thing feel like it fits in better. We need to build up this character because there just isn't enough oomph behind their deaths. So we've got to make the characters be more relevant to the reader. You know, there's any number of these things that you've got to build in, and you've got to morph, you've got to do all these things, and we don't know how much of that has been done here with the story. But whenever you start to see a character that's being introduced, especially with some red flags to me, they have faked their death. They are introduced very rapidly. We found her very quickly. In the matter of one quest, we were introduced to her, and then we found her. She's faked her death. We found her very quickly. She is very dear and near to one of our main characters. All of these things tell me that she's going to be very important to the story because they've invested a lot to get her involved quickly. But it also means it's probably going to be a rug pull because we're supposed to care about her, or at least the characters care about her a lot. Whether we care about her a lot, if we care about these characters, we're going to care about their sadness. So if we rug pull the characters, we can rug pull the reader, or in this case, just the audience in general. I'm sensing a rug pull. That this character, Philamen, I know where I've seen that name. Hold the fucking phone. I knew I had seen that name before. Philomene, I had seen that before. I have her card. Hold on, I knew I had seen her before. Gold Saucer, let me go look at her card. I knew I had seen her. No, this is Stola. Where's Philomene? Nope. There she is. I knew it. I used her for a long time. I think she's still in my deck. No, I think I'm using a different 4. Yeah. I knew I had seen this card before. I used her for a while. Yeah, she's one of the Scions. Not quite spoiled. I knew I had seen that name before. I couldn't place it though. I was like, where have I seen that name? I have her card. Anyway, so those are some of my thoughts on this character, just from what I've seen so far. The lesson being, you always want to look at a character, especially if they're being introduced kind of quickly, and if you have to look at the power level. A simple character that's living a mundane life is very low power level. A character that's got a lot of these quirks or special attributes about them, fake death, very famous, beloved. You've got to think about their attributes. How many of these things are out of the norm? Your average, everyday, Joe the plumber kind of guy. Yeah. You just don't look at them. I've only looked at the names. I haven't looked at I just now read the quote, but it didn't really reveal anything. But I had no idea who she was. I just knew that was a card. I didn't realize she was a Scion. I figured, because I hadn't put that together, that the type actually was indicative of characters that are part of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I've not paid enough attention to be spoiled by anything, so that's pretty good. So maybe I shouldn't do Triple Triad then, because I don't want to know these characters before I introduce them to the story, because it could theoretically. It only spoiled as much as I had seen the name before. That's it. Oh well, let's turn this in. But anyway, those are some of my thoughts on that character, Philomene. Let's see. Is this the reunion itself? It is. Antecedent, you have a guest. Tottery's head's so fucking huge. Lamine. Asilia. And we've established so far that we don't have anything related to body doubles, so we know that this is probably real. Unless she is a body double. I doubt it. Possible, though. I haven't seen her like this in years, Mico. Very hard to whisper with goblin voice. And then stab Mom dead. It could happen that quickly. Could happen that quickly. So we have our happy reunion. We're going to see the same face when she dies. She's dead. She's a dead woman. Just X over her face. Give us the Danganronpa X over her portrait. Yeah. Maybe a suggestion for post content, or do you want to do this complete? So Funko, I actually have Rian in chat right there. Is sitting on a list of post ARR pre Heavensward content to get through, including some side quests. I already have a list of recommendations. I am absolutely open to recommendations, of course, because I am not going to look at anything but MSQ unless I am directed to it. And if there is stuff that you're like, I have got to see this, I've got to see Mico play or analyze this, then yeah, I want to know that stuff. Absolutely. I appreciate you asking, though. Yeah. That had better include a certain fate chain? Perhaps. I don't know. You guys need to ask Rian, because Rian will know. You recommend I suck fuck the game? I am doing my best to suck fuck the game. Yeah, hit Rian with your content suggestions, and then it's either on the list already, or Rian's going to go, oh, yes, Mico evil. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. They're solving the mystery of why did she fake her death. They're air quotes solving the mystery. Quickly, like immediately quickly. And if you solve it that quickly, then it's irrelevant or it's fake. It's one of the two. And I say irrelevant, but why have her fake her death only for us to say, oh, it was just convenient to do so? That's a pretty extreme measure to go to and not just be in hiding when you're in hiding anyway. I don't know. I feel like she's got to be either lying, or why include that detail at all? Because it's been wrapped up as quickly as it was introduced, and having her not fake her death, but just saying that she went missing, people presumed her dead, you know, versus saying that she died, but the body was never found. She faked her death, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. Gotcha, Funko. I'm just thinking that this is wrapped up so quickly. It's either that they should have left it out, or it's a lie, and that's not why she faked her death. I don't know. I don't want to overanalyze, but at the same time, there is a validity to analyzing the importance of the validity of introducing these narrative mechanics. You know, why have her fake her death if it doesn't seem to have really been that important, apart from this is why we didn't have her in the story to begin with, was she was dead, when it wasn't relevant to know Minfilia's mom to begin with. We could just say she went missing. You know, why have her fake her death? It seems a little bit extreme for the narrative value payout that we're getting here. It's like a big investment for not that much payout, which is weird. Yeah, we were talking earlier, Funkel, about having a designated raid night. Not every week, but like setting up specific raid nights every now and then to be able to do the Alliance raids purely within the community. Potentially, if we have enough people, or as many of the, up to 24 slots that we have, filling in as many people as we can with as few randos as possible, and then just running together and having a good time. Certainly the 8-mans, we have more than enough. I think we have like 12 people. I think we have half an alliance of people that if we were able to get everyone online at the same time, which I doubt that will happen, but if we were able to get everyone online at the same time, I think we can at least chain run if we wanted to the 8-mans, which, man, the 8-mans make me so nervous just because it seems like, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, we have a channel for Final Fantasy XIV that we can use to coordinate. Absolutely, there will be a forum soon that we're going to put together. That's like your primary role, your secondary role, your tertiary role by preference. You know, when you're available, sort of thing. Which we could always check your adventurer card if that's set up. The 8-mans aren't too bad. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's the 24-man that I'm worried about. You know, God, Jesus, 3 sets of 8-mans. Christ. That's just so many people. You prefer all the rules? That's nice, Snaky Boy. Do you even have them all? I've only ever seen you play tank. I mean, I've seen you play DPS. That's never mind. I've seen you play Lego Boy. You played Lego Summoner. Even Alliance raids go smooth. You just focus on your job. That's it. Just focus on your job and don't die. Okay. We'll see when we get there. I don't know. I'm just a little intimidated by the quantity of man. 24-man is a face roll in ARR. Well, I'm not surprised. The content seems so low. If it's not being scaled down, then yeah, it's gonna be there. Okay, cool. And continue what you did. Achieve things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. So she's, what, culinarian to be able to make that perfume? Me intimidated by that many men? Listen, even I have my limits, okay? I've done 23. 24 is a new high for me, you know? Celestia perfume. You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. There we go. Did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone through so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Mico, however. I could not have made it without him. Listen, I rescued you from one very under-leveled Gubu. Okay, that's fine. I didn't do very much there. Thank you, Mico. Thank you both. My left hand is cramping. Stop this. I'm dehydrated as fuck, man. There's something else. 50 million gil for Mico. Wow. This is the cat's eye I found. All the years you kept it. The cat's eye could become a more important item. We have the perfume. The perfume, these things are not just mementos. These are not just gifts for the sake of being nice. These are going to become important somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if either Minfilia or Philomene ends up being missing again, or kidnapped, or captured, or, you know, whatever the case. And we end up tracking them by that scent. It's a unique identifier, which is important mechanically. Think about the mechanics of the storytelling here. We have a way to identify a person by a particular perfume they wear that is so unique that probably the only 2 people on the planet using it are right in this room. And that makes it pretty convenient if we ever needed to find them again, that we could follow our nose to be able to find you again. They've already foreshadowed the potential that we could use it to find Minfilia again. I hope she doesn't get captured again. If you've been captured once and you get captured again, it's less valuable the second time. How many times are we going to see Minfilia getting interrogated? I don't know. I'm hoping that, I'm expecting it to happen at some point, that we're going to use this perfume to try and find one or the other. Or that we use the perfume as an identifier, put it on before a mission, and it's going to be something that can be used to track you, which to me wouldn't make too much sense to want to do if you were trying to be stealthy, but I don't know. There are any number of ways in which this perfume is going to be not just a cute little memento, any number of ways in which this cat's eye could be not a cute little memento, but actually a mechanical component of the storytelling in the future. So you look at these options, nothing is innocent, everything has a purpose. That's how you should go into your analysis here. Nothing is innocent, everything has a reason behind it. You've got to look at what the mechanical purpose is of this exchange happening. It's all happening very quickly, all at the very beginning. This is one quest, guys. It's one quest. I know it's taking a long time on the clock because I'm taking my time to analyze it in ways that we haven't in a while, but you got to think about the fact that there's going to be some kind of reason behind all of this. It's not just because, oh shucks, Mom, you're so sweet, you know. Ask Princess Peach why she gets captured all the time, because she is hot for Bowser Dick, dude. If you've seen the internet's hot for Bowser Dick too. Peach is just one of many. Peach is a furry confirmed, and Mario is trying to compete by becoming Tanuki. Canonically gigantic ball Tanuki. There we go. I don't know, dude. There's a fair headcanon there. He's just trying to become furry to appeal to his girlfriend Peach, who keeps going off for that Bowser Dick. Have you seen how tall he is? If he's at all proportional, then Bowser's got to be fucking packing, dude. You'd be hot for Bowser Dick, not gonna lie. I don't know, I'm not into bears. He feels like if Bowser were a guy, he'd be a cigar smoking leather daddy, and I don't know if that's not my type. I'm not into leather daddies smoking cigars. It's not my thing. I have had one though. Tried it once and it was just not my deal. I prefer like clean cut, cute. That's my thing. You know, people my age. That's my thing. That's my type for sure. Anyway. You're constantly getting kidnapped by your job on days off. Does that count? That does count, Funkles. You need to stop that. Hot for Bowsette. Rappic. Chat's thirsty today. There we go. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly on our arrival. It was Lamine who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear to me there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. Yes. Listen. Whenever Yes says listen, there's such a power behind it, you know? One of our first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamine as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Asilia, nothing's amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. Yeah, Yiz is trying to be intimidating, but it doesn't work. It's cute, like a tiny Gubu, trying to be imposing and trying to look big, but it's actually as tall as your knee and going, listen. There we go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could have ever hoped. You've succeeded where I have failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become and all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you've yet to do, and of what it may entail. Asilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. It's interesting that she is magically talking about the same conversation that we've been deliberating, and it's interesting. I wonder if this is what's his face is doing. If Locker Boy, I think Locker Boy was talking to her while he was escorting her. Escorting? I'm just gonna escort you over to the bar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was a conversation had. A little bit of politicking has happened off screen, which is kind of sad. I like to see the politicking on screen. Politics are good. All right. You cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamine. You built it once, Asilia. You can build it again. This time, we'll do it together. Truly. Escort. Alphanod, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldesian. Preparations begin at once. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how important Philomene is going to be. More politicking to be done. Give me the bronze piece, your chokers are shit. There we go. What? More chokers? Yeah, I mean, there definitely, I imagine, would be some trauma with this place. This is the thing. This place is compromised. Everyone knows this is where the Scions of the Seventh Dawn operate now. They're very much in the public. It's not hidden anymore. Now that you're public, you do have a public presence here in Ul'dah that does have a public allegiance. There is a problem politically with being here. Especially because things are going to be lorded over you. It makes every single argument makes sense to leave. The one he didn't raise that I think is the most important is this base is compromised. Why even come back here? Secondly, this base is going to be a constant reminder of how it was breached and how many people died here. You don't reuse a compromised base. Like, I don't understand. It's something where it's convenient. This is probably why they're moving it, but they're just not saying that reason, you know? Oh, well. It is what it is. I'm excited to see the new base over in Mordona. I figured we'd stay in the Waking Sands for the rest of the game, but I'm glad we're not, you know? It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there's so much to be done, and there's so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would never have been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with the construction still ongoing, Jesus, my brain fills in what it wants. With construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for the support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Yeah, Funkel. The blood still on the stone seeped into the cracks is a little hard to get out, you know? Yeah, can't quite clean that up. This place would make an awesome bar, though. This place would make a fantastic bar, which is what it should be. Vesper Bay would become a real destination on the map. Right across the thing from Wineport. Imagine you got some food imported from Wineport over there. Or you could drink here and then they take a ferry over to Wineport to get some real nice food or some real nice wine, bring it back here and drink. Rian, I think you're also right, you know. We're just tired of walking to Vesper Bay. Listen, I didn't use all of my tickets, which is nice. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. This smug little bitch. Really, Alphanot, if I need to concern myself with anything, it surely matters in matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might need instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. He looks evil. It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphanod, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Sir, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Mico, are you not? May I say, what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Slathborn spoke of you in the... Oh, Slathborn? Slothborn. What a name. Spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Sure, yeah, I'll come by. If there's money. Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Mico. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. I'm getting worried about Minfilia's place in this story. I feel like she's getting pushed out by Alphanod. He's often sort of, she's stuck and he comes through with the answer. How long until he takes over the Scions himself? I wonder if they're moving toward that. I'm starting to see a pattern form here. She seems indecisive. He comes through with the answer. We could have skipped a lot of her indecisiveness and delay if we had just gone with him to begin with. Ah, Mico, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphanod has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. She is very much less a decision maker than Alphanod has been. And I'm also wondering when his sister comes back into play. It seems like he's going to maybe be a little bit of an Icarus, get a little bit close to the sun, and then fail, and then we bring her in as the backup. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Nice. Bittersweet victory, if to be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. Hopefully Tataru comes with us. From the waking stands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? It would be Urianger, yeah. I, too, have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they've each pledged their full support. General Raban included, why especially, he's the one who's actually in charge. You got that note back in fucking crayon from the Sultana. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you still sure that is wise? You're already revealed. If one person knows about you outside the organization, everyone ultimately knows about you outside the organization. It's already done. You might as well have control of the message as opposed to being revealed and having to answer for it. Being in control of that revelation means that you have control of how you are received. You get to be the one to determine how that is all going to look and happen. That's power you don't want to give up. It's the reason that people have you sign NDAs. You don't want to have... Like, there is marketing through leaks because people are like, oh, I get to know about something before I'm supposed to. I want to know what the secret is. But a lot of the time, those leaks are manufactured. They're not actually leaked. The few times actual leaks have happened, they've been incredibly damaging to the organization that was leaked. So it's one of those things where, in most cases, you want control of that message because you want to generate as much attention as possible to it. Sometimes if you really don't know how to do the press release, a leak is probably better, because the leak will always have a sort of minimum amount of intrigue to it. And if you just have your own press release, you may not be able to generate as much attention. There's a strategy there with accidentally leaking something. In reality, someone's career is fucking over when they leak something. Their career is just open, especially in voice acting. That's how that happens. Is if you were to leak something, goodbye. No one's gonna want to work with you anymore. Your career is done. That's why you have to take your NDAs as seriously as you're holding your career in your hands. If you talk about it, you're done. You know, because you take away from that publisher the ability to control the news. Yeah. Anyway. If anything, it is a mere formality. There you go. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what a Scion of the Seventh Dawn stands for. Let's be in control of the message. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that the gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. It would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? Who would have felled primals and faced down the Empire? To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Yeah, they will. They've got to become harder. There has to be an advancement there. Otherwise, there has to be some kind of escalation. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. There we go. I still see Alphinaud as becoming a little bit big for his britches, so to speak. There must be some way I can... wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Philomene to teach me some of the basics of mining, too. Trying to change class into your little roleplay child, I see it. She just wants to come with us. She doesn't want to be left behind. I don't blame her either. There's going to be... like, it'd be so sad if Tataru was just left here. She's too much of a good mascot character to leave behind. Especially now that her telling secrets is something that we want to happen, you know? Anyway, it is 8:04. We're going to go find a place to sit down, probably with Tataru. And then we're going to swap into Minecraft, dude. It's going to be good. We haven't been there in a minute. I got a place to build. Probably going to start actually doing Thaumcraft. I'm going to take a look at a quick start guide because I don't know. There we go. Probably just going to do some building. Take a look at that. Get a progress update on what the other boys have been doing. Let's take a seat. There we go. Meerkat and me. Hey, we had a good, hello? Meerkat's losing his fucking mind. Hey, we had a good time tonight with this. For those of you on YouTube, I'll see you back tomorrow or in the next episode. For those of you on stream, don't go anywhere. I'll be back with some Minecraft here in a minute. We got a lot of MSQ done, or at least we got some MSQ done, but I think we got some stuff to think about, which is interesting. I'm very suspicious of Philomene. We'll have to see which direction her character is going to go, but I am very suspicious of her. In what her role is going to be and what's going to happen here. I am concerned about Alphinaud potentially trying to replace, or there being some power struggle between him and Minfilia. He still is yielding to her, but if he were to start actually contesting her, he would have a lot of power under him. Although I don't think the other Scions would favor him over Minfilia. I do see him as really being the Raoban to her being the Sultana in this case, where he's really the one doing the work. He's really the one making that decision. And ultimately being the one in control. She's making the decisions based on his suggestion. He's kind of one of those characters that is the advisor to the king, where the advisor is really in control there. I see that being really their relationship right now. He does get stuff done. He is super smug about it. It doesn't really matter, but what really matters is the efficacy that he has over Minfilia and his ability to influence her and basically decide what's going on. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. In either case, I'm going to get a drink and come back, and we're going to play some Minecraft. So let's get that going. For those of you on YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode. For those of you on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I'll be back just a minute. BRB. Just kidding.